Hey guys, it's Will DTA or Will's Photoshop here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to do something pretty cool with Photoshop, how to make your own iPhone wallpaper. Now this wallpaper will work for a theme, or it can actually be a wallpaper, or it could be a lock screen wallpaper or something like that. And I'll probably show you in a few more videos on how to add these different images to your device. Of course, they'll probably have to be jailbroken for most instances. But let's go ahead and do this. Basically, I'm going to be showing you how to do very fundamental things. I'm not going to get into great detail and show you how to do special techniques or blends or anything like that. I'm going to get into the very basics of how to create your file, how to set it up, and then how to do basic editing and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get into this. So I'm already in Photoshop. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open File, New, and we're going to make the pixels 320 by 480. And background contents, I'm going to go ahead and set that to transparent, just because I like having that transparency option if I want to go back and change something. You can set it to white or a specific color if you like. Doesn't really matter to me, so I'm going to leave that transparent and click OK. Okay, so we got our image here. And it's, again, 320 by 480 is what you're going to need for the iPhone. So now what I'm going to do is just give it a very basic background color. So I'm just going to come over here to my paint bucket. I'm going to select black. And now I've got my black. And now I want to add a slight gradient to it. So what I'm going to do is come over to my gradient tool. And I'm going to choose the third option over. And I'm just going to select about 3/4 up from the bottom, and I'm just going to drag to the top, and that's going to give a nice little effect. Of course, you can always, if you don't like what you've done, you can go step backwards. You can change the opacity up here. If you don't want it to be too dramatic, you can set it back down to like 50 or 60%, and I actually like that a lot better, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that. So we have the makings of a very basic wallpaper. Now this wallpaper, again, can be used for a theme. It can be used as a actual wallpaper for your device or a lock screen wallpaper. Especially now that we have the new iPhone OS 4 coming out. This will come really in handy with people making their own background wallpapers instead of just using pictures, which is a little bit better. So let's go ahead and add some more images to this. I want to actually add an icon. So earlier what I did is I went on Safari and I found an icon of an iMac, which I was pretty lucky in finding. It's a PNG, it's got a transparent background, so it's going to be really simple to add in. I'll show you in a future video on how to find really nice icons from the internet. Usually they'll be royalty free, and they will not have a background, so it'll be really easy to add them into new pictures. So let's go ahead, File, Open. Go ahead and open up this icon. As you can see, when you do that, it opens up that and closes down your other image. I like to have both open at the same time, so I'm going to come over here to this arranging tool and click Tiled. And now it's going to give me a big window with both icons, so it's going to make it a little bit easier to work. So I'm just going to come over here to my selector tool, grab the iMac icon, and drag it over here to my new image. As you can see, no background, just the icon went over. Now, if there was a background, you would have to come over to the original image, use your magic or quick selector tool, get just the Mac, and then select it over. But usually when I search for icons, I go PNG. That they usually have no background, so it makes it a little bit easier. So now I'm just going to position my iMac over here where I'd like it. I can go ahead and exit out of the icon before, and I can minimize this down. So that looks pretty cool. So now what I want to do is add maybe some text or some other effects. So let's come over here to our text tool. And now I'm just going to type in anything I want. I'm going to type iMac. And then what I'm going to do is just center that up right here in the center. That looks pretty good. Okay guys, now that I've got my label in there, I'm all finished. This is all I want to do to my image, nothing else. If you wanted to, you could add in more text, you could add in more pictures, you could make it more fancy. We'll get into the more harder and more technical stuff later on. I want you guys just to get a handle for the basics. You need to get the fundamentals out of the way. So let's go ahead and save this now, and I'm going to show you what you need to do to save this correctly for it to look the best it can on your device. So we're going to go to File, Save As. First thing you need to do is choose a destination. I'm just going to go with my desktop here. And format, we need to choose the PNG format. That is the best format for the iPhone. It is pre-optimized to work great on the iPhone. It'll load up faster, and it will have a lot better look to it. So when you're doing PNG, it doesn't give you as many settings, say, if you were using a JPEG format to adjust for quality and resolution. So at this point, really all you have to do is hit save. In other photo editing programs, they'll give you more options. Photoshop, not so much, but let's go ahead and save anyways. Don't worry about interlaced. You can just hit none and click OK. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just exit out of Photoshop. Already saved. And here's our image. Well, guys, that's how you make your wallpaper. Again, in a future video, I'll show you how to add these to your devices if you're very new to this. If you're not, you probably already know how to do it, so don't worry about it. Again, I'm starting back from the basics, guys. I'll get into the harder stuff later on because I'm starting all new video series on Photoshop, so more videos soon. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope the video helped. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. I'll try and answer them as best as I can, and I will see you guys later.